Good morning. It is Monday morning, brisk in Middle Tennessee. Thankfully, there's no rain. Hopefully, everybody in the South that has seen so much rain is nice and safe. Been a lot of damage and stuff like that. So, anyway, this is the 26th of February, I believe. Maybe, no, it's the 25th. Anyway, so some things I'm going to be doing in my training, and love feedback and discussion. Doing Equip Nationals, I have new suits from Titan. The one I've been using is a Super Centurion of Ahmed's that I believe is a 56. I believe that's what it is. It's well broken in, and that's what I used for the meet last weekend. I just took 2 attempts in it with knee braces and my belt loose. Squatted a pretty easy 265 kilos. I think I've done 305 or 310 in that suit with wraps. The Titan sent me a 58 to train in, which I thought would fit fairly loose, and then a new 56. A few weeks ago, if you saw the video, we put the suit on, and I got a little forward, but with braces only, I squatted probably 2 parallel. It's not deep enough. 320, and it came up fairly well. So the process is going to be getting those suits broken in. It's the end of February. The meet is early May, so I'm not going to have a ton of time. I'm not even sure if I can get in the new 56 and be ready for that between now and then. But we'll see. So one of the things that I'm trying to do is I did my raw bench work today and decided that because I'm doing singles in the suit, just trying to get it broke in, just trying to get, to where I can use it consistently and find a weight that I can hit, depth in consistently. That's going to be a process. And so I'm going to have to train somewhat heavy, but there's not going to be a lot of time, to do assistance or to get out of the suit and, and do raw squats or anything like that. So what I opted to do, and I was talking to Jennifer about this, she's deloading for the Arnold, is I would do, instead of doing my typical progression, I would start with 3 sets of 2. This is an old routine that we did. It's progressive overload, but it would keep me from going too heavy too soon. It starts at 70%, 3 sets of 2, and what I had done originally on the first set is I paused the second rep, and she thought to help, which her input was, to help with endurance, with how the suit responds, is do a tempo squat. Now, I have never in my career ever done tempo squats, and I know all the cool kids are doing them right now. So I tried it. The second set I do a first rep where I get down, with a good load, good pace, and be as explosive as I can. And then I do a tempo squat, and I did a 5-second count, a 5 1,000 count on the second set. And then the third set, I did the same thing, except on the tempo count, I did an 8,000 count. And it, went really well. It was also only 70%, but I think that's going to be good conditioning. And what I will do next week, instead of going up, I'm going to add a rep. And then the third week, what I'll do is I'll go to about 75% and start the process again of 3 sets of 2. And then that way I'm not doing, just getting progressively heavier. Now, time, is going to be like this week. I'm going to be able to train through Thursday. I have to be in Columbus. Lifting will start with the first session that I'm helping with at 9 a.m. And I think I'm helping with 2 lifters. And then that afternoon, I am with one of our lifters that's going to be Olympic lifting. And actually, it's Osmond's lifter from Nashville Weightlifting Club, Jennifer. And so I don't think there's going to be an opportunity to train that night. And then Saturday, unless I could find a place to go to, I don't know how I would get another session in. So it's going to be, we'll leave Thursday midday, and I won't get to train again until Monday. Now, maybe there's a pocket of time, and access to something where I can get something in. But what I'm going to do going forward when we're not out of town is I'll deadlift Friday. Hopefully Tuesday I can start getting in the suit. This past week I was going to get into the suit, but traffic was so bad and the weather has been so bad with all the rain, I didn't get to the gym until about 6:15, and I have just too many people for me to start the process of getting in the suit. And then Saturday, there was so many people that I didn't get into the shirt. So I'm going to have to figure that out. I've got to get into the shirt at least once a week, and I've got to get into the suit once a week. Because what I used at the meet, at Bench Nationals, I used a 58 from Titan, the Katana, and that particular one at Nationals, I had that the chest panel has 2 inches let out. That's the one I benched 240 in. At the Swole Mates meet last weekend, I used the same size, but it has 1 inch let out of the chest, and that's the one I hit 250 in. Again, good for more. The regular stock 58 is what in training, probably 6 weeks ago, I hit 272.5 in. So I have a new 50, I think it's 58, and then a 57. So Ahmed has used it just to break it in, and we're going to start the process of getting in those shirts. That's mainly going to be for Worlds. I'm not sure that I'll be ready for Nationals in one of those shirts, but we'll see. We'll just see how all this plays out. But so the goal will be to get, what I'd love to do is get in the shirt on Saturday, and then that way I can do like an auxiliary bench day on Thursday. And then when I deadlift, the bulk of it is going to be block pulls and RDLs. And hopefully what I can do is I'll rotate probably front squat, safety squat bar, and cambered squat bar. Just work on stability, work on bar path, and just that type of thing. So, it's a high frequency, HFT kind of thing. It's not quite as intensive as it was a couple of years ago getting ready for Classic Raw Nationals. So Wednesday will be an auxiliary day, which I will have to be disciplined and get that in. I'm not sure how much Olympic lifting I'm going to be doing, just because of the pressure of the powerlifting training. I really wanted to do that this year and get in a meet, but I've got goals here, and there's a little bit on the line if I can do well. Going to Bench Worlds is a big deal for me, and being on an IPF stage, which is something I've never done in my career. And then, hopefully I have a shot to contend at Equip Nationals, and have another shot at an IPF stage. So we'll see how all this goes. And again, would love to see hear your feedback, and whether it be supportive or critical, just to see what everyone's got to say. And there you have it. Thanks for listening.